OFM Sport.
JP, you guys are 2 days out from the new season. How's the mood in the camp? How much are you looking forward to the campaign?
I think it's been excellent so far, to be honest. The energy is really good. I think the difference for me this year, it's how we paced ourselves. You know, the build-up is always where our guys is too confident. I think we're in a really good space. We're peaking at the right time, to be honest, but there's a lot of excitement. 3 new guys in the change room brings a lot of new energy, some different ideas, but everyone is excited for the season to start.
And you guys, in hindsight, did have a really good campaign last season, but it was big moments where maybe the Knights just weren't able to pull it across the line. Is that been a bit of a focus going into the season, or make every over count, make every ball count in the campaign?
Yeah, no, I think the season was a proper roller coaster, to be honest. I called that a roller coaster. I think we played decent cricket in certain situations, in certain games, but we also played some poor cricket in certain games and situations. But the ultimate thing for me was, how do we learn out of those mistakes? And even when we played the decent cricket, because we find ourselves now in Division 2, but that's in the past. I must say we had a really good recap pre-season, chatting on what's the way forward, what we missed, and what's a competitive edge that we need in those moments to get over it. And I think if we can stick to what we discussed and how we're going to go about it, then I think we'll be all right this season.
And you mentioned now you guys are in Division 2. You guys are no strangers to Division 2. You know a lot of the players at a lot of the unions. But the Eastern Storm, that's a bit of a toughie coming first up. They did really well against the Impalas, but it's the usual suspects, the Christopher Britzes, the Adams Kems, these guys. But I'm sure with the squad you've got, you're quite confident being able to handle those kind of games.
Yeah, no, I think first of all, being in second division, we're not going to underestimate no one. We saw when we're down there, we still need to go out and really play well and do the basics properly, because there's some tough cricketers and they wanna go up to first division. So it's going to be tough, and we're not underestimating anyone. I think Easterns is a proper team. Yes, you're right. I think the game they played now, the experienced players put their hands up, and that's what you want from an experienced players, the Ernie, the Britsies, the Sneymans. But for me, it is about what we need to do against them, to be honest. We had a 2-day game here that we played amongst each other, so time on the legs for us was important as well. But I think we got our ducks in order. Whoever's going to do the basics right longer for the 4 days will find themselves on the other side of the best side of the rope, I guess.
And you mentioned what stood out now as tough cricketers, and one of your new signings definitely falls into that mould in Ruan Haasbroek. It's not quite the same player, but there's definitely a Glenn Maxwell something about him where he's just a bit of a super freak in cricket and a genuine all-rounder, can take the gloves, bowl, bat, can close out an innings, can open innings. So how good is it to have that kind of player?
Yeah, I think to name him that is actually I was always wondering what I could name him. I think he brings a lot, to be honest. He's special boy. I think with him for over the years is confidence. I think where he needs to play, what is he good at, and then how he can win games for the team. And I think that's the discussion we had bringing him here. And even now going forward, it is what's the best place for him to perform and try and get the team over line and put his own game forward. I think he's exciting cricket. The nice thing I like about him is fearless. He's a fearless cricketer and he want to win games, and I think he brings a lot to the team. Losing Dion, I think it's ultimate proper replacement, to be honest.
And just 2 of the other players, Cole Abrams and Sanda. We know what Sanda can bring to the party, genuine wicket taker when it does count. But Cole Abrams seems to be a kid with a lot of confidence and looks like a good addition to the squad.
Yeah, no, Cole brings a lot of calmness, to be honest. His personality is that way. And then it rubs off in his batting. You'll definitely see that. What stands out for me is you have a proper technique, to be honest. And in 4-day cricket, you need some guys that have proper techniques, that understand what they're about and what's the game about. He definitely does that. I also feel, like I mentioned, he brings a bit of calmness, because we have a lot of energetic guys in the change room and a bit of a wild-headed thinkers, and I think he brings that balance where you need the calmness in, especially in the batting lineup. I think he'll bring that calmness towards the season, and I hope everything the best for him this season.